Right, evening everyone. I thought I'd give a little follow up on what I've been up to. Managed to get quite a bit done yesterday and today. As you can see, I've got my surrounding to, in an effort to hide a lot of the plumbing. I've kept this in. I don't really know why, but I feel like I could still need it in the future. But I think that has turned out bloody brilliant, to be honest. It's given me somewhere to put my statue. I went out and bought some plants today. Don't ask me on names, I ain't got a clue what I've bought, to be honest. The only one I do know is a azalea, I believe. It's more of an experiment with these, really, see how they get on. Because obviously the only light they're going to get from is that LED light there. But yeah, I think it's come out really well. I was going to video of me making it, but all it literally is strip of wood with some legs on the back just to balance it out. Yeah, just screwed together, that's pretty much it. The wife painted it for me last night. The only thing I wish, well, which I should have done in hindsight, was paint this. But to do it properly, I've got to drain the pond right down and let it dry out and then get in the water, which I don't really fancy doing because it's pretty cold in a minute, so I might leave that till next year anyway. And the other funny thing, which my wife pointed out earlier, was how we're going to water the plants, which is going to be a laugh. I haven't figured that one out yet. But I suppose we'll cross that bridge when we get there and all. I think the next stage, I'm thinking, is putting like a wooden post here. Well, more further out, one there, up to the height of the shower, and like blocking that bit off. Maybe paint it black, so the only thing you should see from there are those two returns. I mean, I'm not that bothered about hiding the easy pods, I don't think it's that ugly. Yeah, I managed to get a bit of tidying up done. I've got my flag up there so you can't see all my secret mess. I'm about to test my water tonight. Yeah, I'm having a beer tonight, I think I've earned one. So I'm going to test my water tonight, which I will video my results. Just because, to be fair, it's the first problem I've come across since I've had this pond. It's gone really cloudy, in all honesty. I mean, I did have flukes not long ago, and I've used that Lernux Pro. But the water was clear after using that treatment. I mean, the fish are all clear now, everything's all singing, all dancing. The only thing I have done different is switch the food to JPD Shogun. But as far as I'm aware, it's a bloody good food, and I don't see why it'd be clouding my water up. So I don't know if I'm having a bit of a bacterial bloom if I knock the filters back with the treatment or not, I'm not sure. But tonight I'm going to test my water, make sure all that's still doing well. I've done a bit of a water change earlier. I cleaned out the Easy Pod, changed the filter floss on the shower. But yeah, what I might do as well is look at some of the fish, give them a bit of a recheck tonight, and go from there, I guess. And it's going to give me a chance to measure up probably the last time of the year, a couple of the fish. Give you a chance to look at them up close. But yeah, guys, stay tuned, and I'll have some more footage for you included in this video if I can figure out how to edit it all. So, I've tested my water, and my nitrite has gone up a bit. Well, that's the most nitrite I've ever had in this pond. I'm not overly worried about that. I think I can get that done pretty quick, to be fair. And my ammonia is still at 0, which is good. So I think with that treatment, I could be hitting like a mini cycle. But I'll have to keep my eye on this, because I haven't got my trickle fitted yet. I need to get, well, the overflow, because I do my water changes with a big blue, so I'm looking at doing dailies at the minute now, I think. But So I'm happy with that for now. But like I say, yeah, I'm not overly fussed about that. I reckon I can bring that down pretty quickly. But the next thing now, I'm gonna have a look at a few of the fish. I haven't actually got a microscope yet. I borrowed my friend's previously. Just going to do a visual check on them and just make sure they haven't got any damages on them underneath from where they've been, where they were flicking and stuff. But we'll go from there. So we've nipped that in the bud. It could just, the cloudiness could just be from, look at this dude there. Get off. Yeah. So I think the cloudiness has just boiled down to the pond's just having a mini cycle, so I'm going to have to slow down my feeding, get some daily water changes done, and go from there, I think. But yeah, like I say, I'm going to have a check over on some of my fish, and we'll go from there. So this is the first one I've checked over. This is my pride and joy, this fish. I absolutely love this Kohaku. It's obviously, it's Mr. Love Heart Head. Not been doctored in any way. I bought this from, well, same with most of my fish, from Chris at Koi Carp Limited UK, down near Sidcup. Absolutely love this fish. This was one I was hoping to take to the show. Fortunately got cancelled. Beautiful fish. I think the benny on it's looking really nice. I think the body's nice. I think hopefully I can get this big, to be honest. I mean, I measured this on the 25th of last month at 25.5, and it's now just past 37, sorry, bloody hell, 35.5, pushing 37, apologies. But I absolutely love this fish. I mean, there's nothing that really worries me apart from this patch here on its side. Don't know if I can catch it very well there. I'm hoping that will fill in. That one scale down here, I'm hoping it will fill in. But like I say, I've got no problems with this fish. Really happy with the purchase of this, and really looking forward to this one's development. Oh, and on a side note, these from Hirasawa. So, I'm hoping it should get big, being a Hirasawa fish. So the next two are another two Kohaku that I purchased from Chris. I believe these were the first two I purchased off him in, I believe, June, while I was still away in Estonia. And these two fish I purchased mid 20 cm, I believe, about 25, 26 cm. I mean, this one here has just broke the 40 barrier, and this one here is 38. And credit where it's due to my wife, she grew these while I was away until I returned in September, early September. I mean, the only concern I have, especially with this one here, is that if you pick it up on video, I mean, well, you can, the benny's really starting to fade on this fish. Because obviously being indoors, I've tried to counter this by using an LED light. But I'm hoping, which I know, well, I need to go on top of ordering it, it's some colour food. I'm hoping I can bring them back. Because I think the bodies on these have come out quite nice. And obviously the size of them. I mean, this one here hasn't got the most appealing pattern, and there's some odd scales everywhere, and probably the sashi and key was a bit of an issue on this one. But in all fairness, it's a bit of a sentimental fish because my wife's done so well with them, I can't really move them on. But out of the two, this is definitely the better one. especially when it comes down to the growth and the development of the body on this fish. I think it's stunning. I think the pattern, I would say the pattern's a bit more appealing, and I think it's tidied itself up a bit more. I mean, arguably I should have had a video of when I purchased these fish, but obviously I wasn't home and my wife was doing everything herself. But I mean, I don't think there's that many huge issues to concern with this fish. I mean, possibly around here and possibly around here, but obviously I'm still learning when it comes to developing koi and growing them. But yeah, so far so good. I found nothing on these fish as of yet with any damages of such. So on to the next ones. So this fish is another Hirasawa fish, the biggest one I've got in the pond at the minute, well, until I measure the chagoi. But this thing is a lump. It's quite a recent purchase. I actually purchased this for a friend who I know likes Kajaku. I bought it for him. He sent me the money. The story behind this fish now is he kind of fell through on finishing his pond before winter. He just ran out of time. So at the minute this fish is up for sale. He's only asking what he paid for it, but kind of getting attached to it. But I mean, it is a bit of a lump. I'm not sure if I'll be able to thin this fish out on maybe a wheat germ diet, because she is a bit of a lump. It is female. I mean, it is a pretty fish, very pretty fish. Quite a big fish as well. I reckon I still reckon this fish has got a lot of growing to do, because we did have a bit of concern when I purchased it whether or not it was holding eggs, but I think the conclusion is it's just it's quite a fat fish. It doesn't feel like it's holding eggs, to be fair. It just feels like it's pretty solid. I imagine if it was eggs it'd feel quite soft, but yeah, like I say, another good fish again. This is 48 cm, purchased it at 47, so it's not done too bad. But yeah, on to the next one, guys. So this is my biggest Doit Karishi koi, also from Hirasawa, purchased from Chris. I do love this fish, and he done me a bit of a deal on this, to be fair. I mean, I do love the zipper along the back of this. It's going to be quite a lump. This is put on about 16, 17 cm, I believe, since we purchased it. It was last measured at 41.5. It's now 43. Yeah, this is doing very well. Always the first up for food. Pushes me chagger out the way, to be fair. Yeah, got high hopes for this fish. I reckon I can get this one pretty big. And I like the way it's kept its body. Yeah, immaculate. Don't know if I can get a side shot. But to be fair, she has knocked off a few scales from where she was flicking. But hopefully they'll come back. But yeah, no problems with her. I want to get her back in. Right guys, so these are the last ones I'll be taking out tonight. Where to start from? So this one here, I actually purchased today. Don't ask me why. I think it was a bit of a bargain, to be honest. Nice little Deutsche Chiba. Probably could do having a bit more colour on it, but I don't know. The zipper on it's quite nice. I thought it was quite a pretty fish for the money, to be fair. This is another one of Chris's fish I purchased, Hirasawa Sankey. Kind of going off it, to be fair. I think I'm a bit of an impulse purchase, really. I think there's a bit way too much belly. I don't know, really. I mean, if that sumi comes up on the head here, it could actually turn out to be quite a nice fish. I mean, apart from the bit of benny in the peck down here, I don't know if you can pick it up, which is a little bit annoying. But other than that, it's quite a nice, well, it's an alright little Sankey, 35 cm. These, I cannot wait to see how they develop. These two Shiro from Omasako. Actually already put on a couple of CMs since I've had them, and I've not had them long. I think it's only been about a week and a half. This is one that my wife picked for herself. It's quite a nice fish, to be fair. I think we can all kind of see where the sumi's going on that. Not an ideal Shiro to bite at that size, really, with development, but it's a nice fish. It's her pond as well, so yeah, I let her pick that one. This is one I picked. Probably end up she's picked a better one than me, but we'll see. I kind of picked one because I wanted to. This was a bit more of a project for myself, to be fair. Just see how that one gets on. Lovely fish. And of course, me big Chagoi that came with the Shiro. Now 48 cm purchase, just under 47. Probably male. Be absolutely outstanding if it turned out to be female, but time will tell, I guess. I mean, apart from the little tiny shimmies, but I mean, a lot of my koi reflecting the price. I mean, this was a bargain, this fish. I bought these, the Chagoi and the two Shiro, from a gentleman called John in Strood. He deals mainly on eBay and Band, but I mean, I won that on eBay for 100 quid. I believe I paid 100 for him, and I won him on eBay for 84, so 284 quid. I mean, an absolute monster of a Hirasawa Chagoi and two pretty nice Omasako Shiros. But I'd highly recommend John. Even his permanent stock is quite a reasonable price. But yeah, some stunning fish there, I think. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much going to conclude my video for this part. Just one thing I probably will try and drum in is check your water. I mean, to be honest with you, I've been stubborn in the past where I thought, the water's never, it's always spot on, do you know what I mean? So if you ever feel like something's wrong, just test your water straight away. Just test it. Don't, and share it, because you see a lot of people on Facebook who get a problem and it's like, have you tested your water? And they're like, yeah, everything's spot on. But do you know what I mean? You like, share exactly what you've got so people can actually help you out, rather than, because I feel like a lot of people try and beat around the bush, like scared to admit they've got a problem or something. But end of the day, we all need to help each other out and just get problems nipped in the bud. Yeah, I mean, that's the only point I've got. I'm not going to try and labour on that, but like I say, I'll keep you updated with this nitrite problem. Hopefully I'll have it nipped in a couple of days. Just gonna stop feeding. Water change, keep on top of the filters. But yeah, hopefully I'll have it done in a couple of days to a week. Nip that problem in the bud. Probably shouldn't have purchased that new koi. It's silly, to be fair, but it is what it is. Yeah, I don't really think I've got much else for you guys at this point. I mean, I'm still learning quite a lot at this point. I still learn quite a lot. I do need to get on more on top of water quality and understanding water quality. I mean, I only use this is what I'm using. Just the NT Labs Pond Lab. I think I bought it last year, still in date. Yeah, I think I might start going into more accurate testing, because I'm guessing this drip stuff, it just gives you a broad spectrum, like not an accurate kind of pH reading. It just gives you a broad kind of spectrum of what you've got. But yeah, I mean, I've looked into these Hanna testers, I think they're called. I mean, they're not cheap, but I suppose I could buy one every 3-4 months. I mean, sometimes you just got to stop and think, right, do I really need this koi, or do I invest in something that's going to help the ones I've already got, kind of thing. Which is what I'm starting to learn. So I'm going to try and get more accurate readings for ammonia and nitrate and nitrite, pH, which is pretty much all I understand. I haven't really got into GH and KH and down that road. The only other things I've bought for water is DPD4, I believe it's called, the tablets to test for chlorine. Yeah, DPD4 I think they are, to test for chlorine coming out of me Big Blue. Make sure I'm not pumping in chlorine filled water. But yeah, like I say, other than that, it's all ticking along nicely. But I just need to get on top of this cloudiness and this nitrite problem, because it's driving up the wall, to be honest. But yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there slowly. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll probably have an update for you like in a week or so. I've got a few pond visits planned. Some friends of mine back down London way. Might even do a little video on my dad's pond, show you where it all began. Yeah, who else did I go there? My good friend, a good friend of Mir. He's got quite a few little setups that he's done quite a lot with when it comes to growing fish and etc. But yeah, it's quite a few people because I'm from London. But yeah, I'll try and get a few more videos done. Get a bit more interesting stuff done rather than me just rambling on all the time, because I imagine that gets quite boring. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and yeah, hopefully have a good video for you lot soon. Cheers.